Hello everybody, welcome back again to another video, which will be a look at my top 5 Blu-ray pickups from the month of May 2019. Not media book related this time. I'm just going to show you the best of the rest, so to speak, of what I picked up from May Blu-ray wise. And we'll kick things off with a bit of horror. So the first one I'm going to show you is Richard Stanley's Dust Devil. This is the limited collector's edition from Germany that's just been put out. And a really classy looking set. Looks fantastic. And it's an obscure little film. Not many people would have come across this one. It's from 1992. It's a supernatural slasher of sorts about a mysterious drifter, a demon in human form who roams these small towns in the Namibian desert, killing people in a ritualistic way and harvesting their souls. It's a bit of a slow burn. Not a very high body count, and some of the kills are off screen, but it is quite grisly in places still. There's also quite a spectacular head explosion scene at the end, which the gore hounds out there will appreciate. I know I did. It's very atmospheric. It's quite nightmarish and dreamlike to look at. It's got a bit of artistic flair to it, well shot, and it's just a bit different. So if you're in the mood for something a bit different, I recommend you give this one a try. But yeah, fantastic edition, like I said. Let's just give you a look at what you get contained within. Let's just give you a close look at what's included. It's quite an expansive set, this one. You get 3 different cuts of the film. You get the final cut, which is the one to watch, which runs about 108 minutes. You get the shorter version, that runs about 90 minutes. And they also throw in the work print version, which is just shy of 2 hours. That's on a DVD separately. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm not sure what kind of shape that's in, but usually work prints are pretty rough looking. But hopefully it's watchable at least. So there you go, that's the back. Let me give you a quick look of on the inside. This is actually a box, so there is a lid to slip off there. They also bundle in a 24-page book as well, all in German, but still it's nice to have its inclusion. I'll just give you a quick flick through there. There you go. So the discs come housed in a digipack. It's a 5-disc set. There's your one and only Blu-ray, which contains 2 cuts of the film, the final cut and the shorter version. There's your work print there on another DVD. 2 other DVDs of bonus content, and the CD soundtrack. So this is definitely the release to own if you're a fan of the film. There's the wraparound image on the back of the digipack there. Very nice. So there you have it. That is Dust Devil. No UK Blu-ray as of yet, but I would imagine there'll be one at some point in the future. Looks like something that Second Sight might put out one day, or Arrow. So there you go. That is Dust Devil from 1992. Alright, moving on. We have a bit of Arrow video. One of their May releases. This is Yakuza Law from 1969. Picked this one up based on a review that Buckaroo Banzai did, another YouTube user. He did the review for the Geek Legion of Doom's channel, and I liked what his review on this one. He definitely sold it to me, because I had no intention of buying this one before I saw his review, and really glad I took him up on his recommendation, because it's a really good film. It's pretty grisly, pretty strong stuff for its time, 50 years on, and it's still got that shock value to it. It's an anthology of sorts. You get 3 separate tales here, each running about half an hour in length, and they take you through different periods of the Yakuza history. But it's the first 2 segments that you really want to be interested in checking out, especially if you're into your gore. I mean, the first one's just like an excuse to show off as much extreme torture methods as possible. It's really quite graphic in places, very bloody for its time especially. But it's one that's well worth you've watched if you're into your extreme movies. It's more exploitation really. It's not really a serious take on the Yakuza gangs of the time. There's the back. They get a few special features on this disc. Commentary for an obscure little film. They've dug up some, provided some decent little special features there, but it's not quite expansive. But of course, it's been given the Arrow treatment on the inside. you get the reversible sleeve, which looks a bit bland, so I'll stick with the newly commissioned artwork. And you get the booklet, of course. A quick flick through there, give you a taste of what to expect if you decide to pick this one up. So yeah, there you go. If you like movies with a healthy dose of ultra-violence, this one should suit your needs. So that's The Accuser Law from 1969. Right, next up, something completely different and different in tone. We have the new standalone Transformers movie, Bumblebee. And I got this upon a recommendation from another YouTube user as well. 80s Film Fan featured this in one of his updates, and he spoke highly of this one. And I liked how this one come across from what he was saying, and yeah, he was right. It's a really enjoyable film. Heavy on the 80s pop culture and movie references and soundtrack, some 80s songs in this one. It really brings you back. I was just a kid in the 80s, but I have fond memories of playing with the Transformers toys and watching the cartoons, so this was a good little nostalgia trip. Had a good time with this one. There's not many Transformers in the actual film. Action sequences are quite sparsely scattered throughout, but still, it's a good one. It's light-hearted and family-friendly, but it's one if you're in the mood for a bit of change of pace. And the special effects is fantastic, but it's more of a bonding story between Bumblebee and the teenage girl he befriends on Earth. But it's quite enjoyable. So I picked this one up. This is the Zavvi exclusive steelbook, Blu-ray only. I thought this one looked better than the 4K steelbook, so I was happy with this cover. Bit bland on the back, but front cover's pretty nice. And it's just a Blu-ray disc, no 4K or DVD or 3D. So that's a nice little steelbook, very glossy, so it picks up the fingerprints very easily, so I have to give this a wipe down afterwards. But anyway, this is really good, guys. It's worth a shot. That's Bumblebee. But be warned though, the UK version is cut by 6 seconds. Some of the violence has been toned down to achieve the PG rating. Originally it was rated 12, but the distributors wanted a lower age rating on this one for money-making purposes. So I'll have to get an uncut import at some point. But anyway, still enjoyable as it is. So that's Bumblebee. Whoops. Okay, moving on, we have another steelbook. And this is an upgrade for me. This is the Italian steelbook Blu-ray release of Spring from 2015. The UK only got a DVD, so I was always wanting to upgrade this one to a Blu-ray because it's a really good film. A bit of body horror with a romantic storyline to it. Not sappy or anything, but it's still very much a horror film and an enjoyable one too. So I really like this one, and this is a worthy upgrade to Blu-ray. And I found this one quite cheap, new and sealed, on Amazon. Only about £9, which I was quite happy with. It is Region B, an Italian release, English friendly. And a nice glossy steelbook once again. You also get a little booklet inside as well, which will be in Italian. So if you haven't seen this one, guys, this is worth a look as well. I can recommend that one. So yeah, a little booklet inside, nothing too expensive or anything, but still nice to have. Makes the price of purchase seem more worth it. It was cheap as it is, but it's nice to get these extra goodies included. So yeah, that is Spring. And last up, I've got the new collector's edition of Drive. I've got this film. I've got 2 Blu-ray copies of this one, but what makes this one a bit different is it contains the alternative soundtrack that was compiled together by, I think it's Radio 1 DJ Zane Lowe. He's rescored the film with new songs and new music. It was fantastic first time round, so I'm not really sure why they bothered, but to be fair, it's not too bad, the new score and the new songs provided. It doesn't enhance the movie in any way, but it's just nice to see the film scored along to different music. And on the whole, it's successful. Some of the music doesn't quite work or gel with the scenes, but for the most part, it does. But it was a nice little curiosity, because this particular rescored version of the film was aired only once on UK TV on BBC Three, but I missed it. So I've always been curious about it, and I'm glad it got a release separately. You of course also get the option to watch the film with the original soundtrack. You get some new special features, the Radio 1 rescore, the making of the rescore, and a Q&A with the director. But fantastic film. I think most people would have seen this by now. It's a really super cool film with doses of ultra-violence scattered as well. So it's very much one for the adults. And yeah, like I said, collector's edition, only £8, it's quite cheap. You get a nice snazzy slip cover here. Pretty nice. And you also get a bunch of lobby cards included. I don't think they're original lobby cards, I just think they're mock-up ones. Get about 6 in total. There you go, Ryan Gosling. Super cool in this film, he is. Fantastic. It's got a great cast in it. Highly worth your attention if you haven't seen it already. Without a doubt, the director's best film for me. Some of his other stuff is just a bit too experimental and artsy, just a bit too weird for me. But this one's a lot more watchable. So yeah, that is the last one of my top 5s for May 2019, guys. As always, thanks for watching. All the subs, all the subscribers I've been receiving, thank you very much. All the comments, you're great. So, I'll leave it here then. I'll see you in a future video soon. Everybody take care. Bye for now.